Let's run it back with the Air Jordan 8. Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already, why don't you hit that subscribe button. Coming back from a 1992 World Championship and a gold medal appearance at the 1992 Olympics, Michael Jordan would start the season off wearing the Air Jordan VII white and red, aka the Bugs Bunny edition. Now that Bugs Bunny edition would lead us to the 1993 release of the Air Jordan 8. Michael Jordan would wear the Air Jordan 8 in the second half of the 1993 NBA season after the All-Star game. And the first model in the Air Jordan 8 collection, Michael Jordan would show us the Air Jordan Aqua 8, worn in the 1993 NBA All-Star game. It's the first appearance of the Air Jordan 8, plus it's also the first appearance of the new advertising campaign that the Jordan brand has come up with, Warner Brothers, Air Jordan, and the Looney Tunes. Now, previously, Michael Jordan, up until the Air Jordan Air Jordan 6, it was Mars Blackman and Michael Jordan showing off the newest model of the Air Jordan. But starting in 1992 with the Air Jordan 7, they switched to the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes. And they would continue that advertising campaign with the Air Jordan 8. That is why you see a lot of the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes in the commercials. Most notably in the commercial is Bugs Bunny and Marvin the Martian. And you can see a bunch of great photos of Michael Jordan wearing the Aqua 8 in the 1992 Upper Deck basketball series. You could see him in a lot of different cards on that series in the All-Star Aqua 8. Also, a lot of Nike promotional product like the Nike Michael Jordan Aerospace campaign that you would see Michael in the Aqua 8 as well as the white and gray Jordan 8. Now, the one in my hand is the 1992 original release of the Aqua 8, and Michael obviously wore these in the 1993 NBA All-Star game. These ones are in immaculate condition. I wore these for grade 9 basketball, and these were one of those models that I just loved. I love the Aqua 8. It was my first Air Jordan 8. Anytime someone would step on my toe, as you could see a lot of wear at the toe, I would stop after a play or on the bench, and I would lick my fingers and clean the suede. I do have the original box with the Air Jordan 8, bought at Sports Experts here in Canada. Regular price was $169.99 Canadian. I remember my mom got these for $89.99 on sale. The Air Jordan Original Aqua 8. The color code is Black Bright Concord Aqua Tone. After the All-Star game, Michael Jordan would lace up the Air Jordan 8 white, gray, and red, aka the Bugs Bunny edition. If you're like me and bought mostly Sports Illustrated, Slam magazines, sports cards, posters in 1993, you would see that Michael Jordan donned this shoe in a lot of the photographs in the early 90s. Like this original poster pullout from one of the original magazines from 1993. The white, gray, and red is by far my favorite colorway and the one I wear the most out of the Air Jordan 8 collection. This one here is the 2002 retro. I did not buy the previous retro after this one. I didn't like the shape of it. It didn't look right. But the 2002 version, I love the leather quality on this one, and I still wear these to this day. Once in a while, out and about. There's your original sole. My favorite thing is that pattern they have here in the heel. On my original Aqua 8 version, it has gone soft and unable to be worn. I would like to see the white and red and gray colorway, as well as the Aqua 8, come back with the playoff version that's releasing this year. We all know there's only 3 original colorways, so why not give us all 3 and make all of us Jordan heads happy? That crisscross strap above the upper on the Air Jordan 8, reminiscent of the Air Raid, was very popular in 1993, as Tinker Hatfield was using a lot of the straps in his design work, which flowed over from the Air Raid into the Air Jordan. And I think the crisscross strap works perfectly on this model of the Air Jordan 8. Now, I don't have the original black-red playoff edition anymore. As you can see in these photos of my collection from the early 2000s, I did have an original pair in my collection at that time. When I heard that the retros were coming out in 2002, I sold that version thinking that the retro would be up to par with that release, but it definitely wasn't, as the midsole was the wrong color. It was more of a dark gray or a light gray, where the one that Michael wore on the court had more of a darker midsole, which is reminiscent with the one that's releasing in 2023, which I'm very happy about. If you look at the photos that I'm showing here, you'll see that there's white cut lines along. I always complain about the white cut lines, as in the original editions from the early 90s, the Air Jordan, the cut of the leather, you could see the white edging to the shoe, and it really makes the shoe pop. And all the retros that have come out lately have missed that opportunity to put the white piping on it, such as the Air Jordan 4, the Air Jordan 5, the Air Jordan 6, and now the Air Jordan 8 is missing it. But it's an easy fix, as you can take a white crayon or a white, little bit of white paint mixed with a little bit of gray, and you can paint the edges a little bit to make it look more like the original release in 1993. If you follow OG or Bust, he does a little tutorial on how to paint the cut lines, as he is also a stickler for the original and would like to see the cut lines back on the original pairs. Now, I see that there is a lot of early photos of the Air Jordan 8 online here showing the 2023 version. And as I look at the 2023 version, you could see that they've finally put the red pull tab back on the back of the shoe. And they've also given the original shape with the original box. And it looks like they've given us the original pattern on the toe and the open sections underneath the cross straps, which in my opinion, these early photos of the Air Jordan 8 playoff looks perfect. And I think I'll be hunting that one down as soon as it releases. I know that the Air Jordan 8 isn't the most popular shoe in the Air Jordan collection, so I don't think it'll be too hard for anyone to get that Air Jordan. One of my favorite photos of Michael Jordan in the Air Jordan 8 is this photograph of Michael Jordan taking a foul shot, and all you see is a picture of his shoes in the book Rare Air, a classic Michael Jordan book that came out in the early 90s with great photography of Michael Jordan. Now, in 1993, you would see Michael Jordan wear the playoff Air Jordan 8 throughout the 1993 playoffs and into the NBA Finals against the Phoenix Suns. The one game that you could see that shoe the most is Game 3, when they went into triple overtime. Unfortunately, the Chicago Bulls lost Game 3, but they went on to win the NBA Finals and their third consecutive NBA championship, and Michael Jordan would be wearing the Air Jordan 8 playoff edition. Charles Barkley was wrong with his statement.
God want us to win the world championship.
I don't know if I go that far, Charles.
No, I talked to him the other night.
But wait a
What do you guys all think of the 2023 Air Jordan 8 releasing? Are you happy? Do you like the way it looks? I think it's 99% perfect. It just needs those white cut lines, which I'll easily add to the shoe. Make sure you leave a comment below if you like any of the content that you see here. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at 4C23. And until next time.